will do it. I believe.
Okay. And
There we go.
Go. We can actually go now.
Go, go, go.
Sttaner got that.
Man, my reaction, I was so fast. Perfect time.
Here we go.
All right. We did it. Okay, so one thing you didn't get to see, Sttaner actually had reset the emulator for this game first, because we actually need the RNG seed to be correct. There's a lot of RNG manipulation on this run, and it starts right away. Can you explain it this good, maybe?
Yeah, so in this game, we're able to manipulate the RNG through certain actions. At the start of the game, when you start the ROM up, you get a start screen. It's like pure orange, and every frame that you're on that screen, it rolls the value of the RNG forward. So you need to get through that as quick as possible, which is why we hard reset to do RNG manips. Also, things such as slashing, enemies movement, screen transitions, digging and item drops, etc. all change the RNG value in different ways. So using those things, we can actually control certain aspects of the game.
Yeah, we're gonna see that right away.
Mhm.
In about 4 minutes, I think. We need some money for stuff later, so we're gonna just get 100 rupees from
Yes.
run on the game.
Yeah, it's one of the random drops you can get from digging the ground up. So we can just move the RNG to that exact value. The way that Sttaner's going to be doing that is he's going to be using sword slashes. So in this game, there's 3 different sounds that the sword can make. There's high, medium, and low pitch sounds to each slash, and depending on the RNG, you can find certain patterns in those slash sounds in order to know what RNG value you're on.
Other than that, we usually use the items you dig up from the ground as indicators of RNG. And some anime patterns that are kind of controlled during an RNG manip. You're gonna see that a little bit later. For now, the RNG is not rolling. It's not too hard to actually lose it. So we just have to throw into action with Nairo.
Luckily, there's nothing in the beginning that really changes RNG too much, other than mistakes that you can make, such as transitioning on the wrong screen or slashing your sword on accident. I see some
shoutouts to
true white.
Ralph. Ralph is a really important character. He's there for some moral support, I guess. And that's about it.
It's actually the most useless character.
Also, Baron going to the past somehow makes all the monkeys disappear. So in this run we save the animals. There's no way to actually choose that.
Like, I think that's the real point of this game, is to save the monkeys, you know?
Also the petrified kid.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's a byproduct, but, you know, it's all about the monkeys.
Oh yeah, one thing to note that they probably already explained for seasons. Texting GBA games of Zelda, not GBA, what am I even talking about?
GBC.
In Game Boy Color games of Zelda can be really fast. So if you mash frame perfectly, you can actually just save a lot of time just in mashing and text.
On top of the text speed choice already at the beginning of the run.
Yeah, it's really important to have text speed to 5, so you can just mash this as fast as possible. And hey, we get some action.
Nice.
So game introduction is just going to the Mako tree, because in Battle does too. And then the Mako tree is gonna disappear, and we have to save the waifu in the past.
Yeah. We're all gonna get to see waifu tree soon.
Best tree. One of the many things that are way better in this game than in Seasons.
True. Maker tree's not so cool in seasons.
You wait him up.
There we go, waifu tree.
Shout out to waifu tree.
Sadly, Varan is messing with her in the past too.
Yeah, and she goes into some vines or whatever those things are.
Yeah. There's Ralph again, wasting our time. So now we get to go into the past for the first time. So in this game, the gimmick is you move from the present to the past. We'll see more of that later once we get the item that allows us to do that more freely.
Yeah, the whole map is duplicated in the past, which is pretty cool because it lets us do some cool mechanics, I guess, on time travel. And some really weird time paradoxes that don't really make any sense.
So right here, Stanner's gonna try to skip through this cutscene as fast as possible because every time that you spend in that cutscene with where it shows the tower rolls the RNG every so often, so you need to get through that fast enough. And then he's gonna do some slash sounds there. Luckily, we don't have to be quiet during those since he's not in here to talk with us.
Yep. This is Black Tower. One of the main story elements in the game. Bernie's work is making this tower just because I don't know if it's actually explained. It's something about pirates in the manga. I don't know if that's canon.
Yeah, for some evil, nefarious purposes, because she likes having an evil tower. It's good enough.
Yeah.
So here it is.
So here comes the magic.
Yeah.
Whoa,
So easy.
100 rupees. Incredible. Okay, so we need it's 240 rupees, I think, for all the game. We need to
Yeah,
buy
220, I
220,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
We need to buy the fruit, which is 200 rupees, and we need some money for mini games. So that's part of the run.
Yeah, so
Here's Macro Road. You can actually extend your money to this cave, but it's not actually worth it.
Stanner
Yeah,
likes to
not
go for it.
I guess so. He enters on the left here because he's gonna void out after pressing this button, and that puts him a little bit closer to the chest
Mhm.
with the optimizations.
Pit warps are pretty useful, at least in the early game.
And then some coin drops. Oh yeah, keys are really big jerks in this game. They get on the way all the time.
They also roll RNG very often, so it's super annoying if you're trying to do RNG manips and there's any keys involved.
Yeah, one of the reasons an RNG manip in this cave doesn't really work is because there are keys. You have to be frame perfect if you actually want the money.
We should also probably explain, Stanner is playing on English. This is due to the final trick in the game that is way easier on English and way less complicated and probably more, well, I shouldn't say it's not more consistent. It's a very inconsistent trick.
We shouldn't really say the name of the trick just to give it as a surprise for new viewers.
Yeah.
But there's so many things about that trick that are really weird, but you actually need to do them for it to work. One of them is coming up actually. You have to spawn the zigzag on the right here. No, it's on the left here.
Yeah, it's on the left.
Yeah.
We used to be able to manipulate where it dropped.
Yeah, you can go to the left and it drops on the right. You think that would be actually faster, but if you do that, the final trick doesn't work. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it does work. You just get the double text boxes.
I have never done it that way, I guess.
It's because you can't transition. You know how you transition at the end of the trick.
Yeah.
You can't do that because it won't put you to the edge of the screen because you got it on that side. It's really weird. Yeah.
So it's time for the first dungeon. like in every GBC Zelda, you have to get the key first, and the key is right down here. It just has a lot of downtime between dungeons, but this one is pretty fast.
Yeah, the intro to this game is pretty long, just to get into the first dungeon. It's over 10 minutes before you're even in the first dungeon.
The thing about Ages and Seasons, if anybody doesn't know the games, is that Ages is more focused on puzzles, so there are a lot of downtime and fetch quests, I guess, between dungeons. And Seasons is more oriented on battle, which means that this game is for intellectuals, and Seasons is for uncultured barbarians.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
But yeah.
So it's pretty straightforward dungeon actually.
There's nothing really much to this dungeon. There's no manips or anything. It's just getting through it with a few small puzzles that aren't really too difficult.
It's actually kind of hard to do it optimally. It takes a lot of practice.
Also, a lot of RNG when you have things like that ghost that can just spawn in a corner where you can't hit him and be a jerk. Yeah. Another difference between Ages and Seasons is the speedruns are very different in that in Seasons you actually play through almost all of the game and there's barely any like huge sequence breaks or anything, whereas Ages, there's a lot of tricks and glitches and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna have half an hour of normal stuff, and then the game is gonna get crazy. This one used to be pretty weird to do optimally. I know there are like 7 different strats for it, and this is kind of the fastest.
So we got the mini boss fight coming up. Not a very difficult fight, but can be annoying if the little ghosts don't want to cooperate with you. Nice.
Yeah, he got good RNG. He didn't move at all, so that's really, really nice.
If the ghost moves to your right, or to the right of the screen, sometimes his little ghosts can capture you if you don't move quick enough, which is super annoying.
You lose a lot of time for sure. You can also die kind of easily here, or in this game in general. There's barely any iframes when you get hit, so you get comboed to death in this game in like 3 seconds. Okay,
Another small thing I was gonna say is, if you guys notice there, when he entered that basement room, he unequipped his bracelet, or he unequipped his seed satchel before getting the bracelet. It actually saves a little bit of time. When you enter that screen, there's like a white screen that fades out, and during that time you can pause, but you can't move. So you actually save time by pausing there and letting it fade out while you're doing the pause.
He also save warps because it's a little bit faster, and we're just coming out to the boss. It's Pumping Head. Pumping Head is pretty easy.
It's super easy if you know the strat.
Don't ever die to this boss, please. You can actually die. I have done it.
The important thing is when you drop his head, or when you get his head on the ground, is to pick it up and wait till he moves all the way to a wall. Then you drop the head in place, slash him once, pick it up, and then throw it against the wall, because when it bounces off the wall, it actually hits him twice, allowing him to take 2 hits instead of just 1 hit from each throw.
Yeah, the normal casual way of doing it is just picking up the head multiple times, but you can just do that.
It wastes a lot of time though if you don't kill him in one cycle, because he regrows his body and you have to kill it again.
Alright, so we can technically go to Dungeon 2 already, but not really because story. He's gonna enter the shop in a sec for you, maybe. That's just to save up here later. It saves a lot of time.
Yeah, whenever you save and quit, it always reloads you back to the last place you exited or entered, like changing sub maps. So since he went into the store and left, he will respawn at the store as long as he doesn't enter or exit another cave system or dungeon or building or anything.
Little optimization here. You don't have to throw the rock. If you throw it,
Frames.
you waste I think.
It saves 1 frame. Does it save
Yeah.
6 frames?
I think the throwing animation is 6 frames. If you just carry it to the end, you just drop it and it's instant. So
Yeah, it saves you some
a
frames.
little bit.
You can also use it to throw at enemies if they get in your way to save time. But usually it's nice when they're not in your way because it saves even more time. Super
Yeah.
easy puzzle too. If you know the path through this forest, the path is always the same.
It's supposed to be randomized and kind of a Lost Woods kind of thing, but you can just do the same thing every time.
Yeah. The thing that messes up most casual play is like going up and then down and then up again brings you to a different place than you were at originally.
Oh, by the way, we just destroyed Dungeon 2.
Rest in peace, Dungeon 2.
Now the game is not completable, so we can mercy kill this one.
Rest in peace. Here comes another manip for our next 100 rupees.
Yep, he's gonna hard reset here. As you can see, the BIOS for Game Boy pop up. It's actually a super easy manip. It's very nice.
Is he
to
gonna
farm
use?
rupees.
Is he gonna dig up the single rupee? Yeah, he's looking for
Probably.
a single rupee. There we go. So that single rupee tells us what RNG we're on.
And then you go up, down, up, boom.
Easy 200 rupees. So that's based on screen transitions as well as rolling the RNG just a few rolls with the digging until the rupee.
And so we get the harp, the magic instrument of this game. It allows us to warp through time. It has 3 songs, we get all of them, it's actually necessary. The first one just opens portals in specific places.
Yeah, the fact that we need all 3 songs is the only reason this run is as long as it is.
Long.
Well, I mean, it could be shorter if we could do the final trick without the 3rd song.
Yeah, the second song is supposed to be a portal you can place anywhere. And the third song is basically the same, but you can use it in some restricted areas. It's kind of weird how it works.
Yeah, the second song only lets you go from the past to the present. Whereas the 3rd one lets you go from either time.
So, because we can actually draw through time, we go to Dungeon 2, but in the past. Pretty nifty. Of course, you can actually enter it in the past. You have to do a small fetch quest as well.
There's a example of using the rock to save you a bit of time, not having to deal with those Octorocks. The door is closed for Dungeon 2. However, could we open cracked rocks?
Is there any item in Zelda that opens crack rocks? You have to go all the way through this cave just to get the mystery seeds, which are necessary for story purposes. Basically, it's the only weapon that can not really hurt, but like it can defeat Baron, and they are searching for them just to have them controlled, I guess.
We only need 1 mystery seed there, so we just grabbed the 1 to save time from having to go all the way up to the tree.
Yeah, other than the Baron fight, Mr. Seeds are not useful for this dungeon, so you only have to grab one.
Oh, is Stanner gonna go for the one frame
Oh yeah,
the one frame trick?
You get invited to the palace and they give you bombs. You can actually mash this fast enough and get a frame perfect trick which drops a bomb and resets the music, but it's incredibly hard
But it looks so cool.
and it blesses the run. Every time I've done that, I've got an PB.
Dang.
Let's see if Stunner can get it.
Yeah, there's only one frame where you're able to even do an input after you get the bombs, so... It's not like it has any advantages, but it's swag.
So you
Oh,
got the
too bad.
slash, not the bomb unfortunately.
No. Still kind of cool, but not as cool as a bomb, you know? Bombing the palace early is kind of cool. Look who it is.
It's Nairo. Just giving cool counsel to a queen, I guess. Nothing evil going on here.
Yeah, no evil being planned here. This ominous cutscene doesn't mean anything.
And now it's time for Dungeon 2.
It's nice that we don't have to get all the seeds and plant trees anymore.
Oh yeah, he got maple there. That's actually pretty important. It's hard to explain right now because it comes from a manipulator. Basically, by seeing maple there, she won't be there a little bit later and mess up a manip. So, Dungeon 2.
Shields are useless in this game. You don't need shields. You can just use the shovel to flip these guys. We don't need a shield.
A lot of people don't know that. I didn't, actually. Until I started speedrunning the game.
It's so cool, right? I don't know. I thought it was really cool when I first seen that.
Oh, getting a lot of enemies in the way. Hopefully Maple won't appear now.
Yeah, so he's gonna try to kill as little enemies as he can through this, so that Maple doesn't appear afterwards. It doesn't completely screw him, it just makes the manip a little bit longer.
Alright, save word there to just go back to the entrance. Saves a little bit of time. And now for another key.
There's quite a bit of save warps through this run, which is kind of nice. Saves a lot of backtracking. This room coming up here is pretty cool. Doesn't really matter how fast you do it. You can't actually make that first cycle. I think Tompa did some testing with it, and you would need to get like 4 damage boosts in order to be able to make it in the first cycle.
Nice RNG there.
Yeah,
that
really
drop
good.
room can be kind of bad, depending on what they decide to do. This one can also be really bad. So the rolls only attack you in a straight line, so you have to do that and move through the holes, trying to find a way to get them to attack you.
Mobs in the way.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of dead enemies. This is looking kind of scary.
Yeah. All the keys getting killed by the minecart. Not good.
In a no day to skip run, this would be kind of nice, but not here. So this is... I actually don't know his name.
Swoop.
Okay, he's gonna try to 3-cycle him with a pretty cool strat. That is kinda hard, I guess. It's really tight, but
It's also RNG based.
yeah, sometimes.
If he doesn't do the double or the triple bounce, then you can't get it. But
Yeah, he's gonna bounce multiple times here.
nice,
and
he did it.
nice.
That was a really good kill.
He's trying to
Ooh,
get the fade.
the fairy troll. kills is he gonna
No,
get?
triple?
Oh,
Oh,
only
no.
2.
That look like a triple.
Yeah, as long as they don't go down near the bottom, it's pretty easy to not get shot into the pit.
Okay, he's gonna get the feather here. With a pretty nice damage here. The damage boost. Not really damage boost, but recoil boost, I guess.
Yeah, using the
And
sword to
reset.
avoid the damage.
So
Time for the big trick.
the big boy, yeah. D2 skip. We call it that because it skips the rest of D2.
Mhm.
It does a lot more stuff, but whatever. He have reset because he needs a specific RNG pattern.
Yeah, you'll see why in a moment here.
Oh, we're coming up on the first text warp actually. We call it toilet warp. You basically just do this and boom.
Yeah, so for that first trick, by leaving the door on the exact frame that a text box appears, it pretty much cancels out the door warp unless you just walk down on the map instead of where the warp would normally take you, taking you into that basement. And then the RNG minute was in order to get the like bike to pull us out of that tree, since there's no other way to kill it.
And
Yeah.
we're coming up on the cave.
So this trick
it's
is really difficult. He's going for first try with no
the skip
resets.
is
So
incredibly
yeah,
hard.
this trick is double frame perfect. Pretty much he's going to pick up a bomb on a specific Y or X-axis pixel here. The height doesn't matter. So he's going to pick up a bomb on a 4-frame window. Then he's going to buffer the bomb until the perfect frame to throw it into the pit on the perfect frame. And all these menu buffers are manual, so there he messed it up. We can just retry. Every try costs you probably 30 to 45 seconds.
But you have to manip the whole pattern as well.
So he's going to do a bunch of sword slashes here to get to get the right pattern. He's also doing sub-pixel manips, and yeah, the pixel position matters. So he's going to line up again and try for this again.
Yeah, this is basically a cool combination of everything technical in this game. We have RNG manip, we have sub-pixel manipulation, a pixel perfect position, and a lot of frame perfectness.
Yeah. So the bomb throw is frame perfect, and then his jump will be frame perfect on depending.
He didn't get it.
Dang, that was
Almost.
close.
Someone actually asked about it. First try for this trick actually uses a completely different manip.
Mhm.
You can
Yeah,
just save and quit, and the manip is
Yeah,
a lot
so
different.
yeah, it's got a different RNG setting because he's continuing it after the original RNG to get out of the tree. So it allows for a quicker setup that way, but it uses a different setup. He's still okay. He can line up. Oh, never mind.
Nope. This trick destroys your life.
It saves over 6 minutes, so it's totally worth going for, but the double frame perfect makes it rough.
Yeah,
especially for a marathon run.
Buffering is extremely hard in this game, so we don't really like this trick at all.
Yeah, you have to try to manually press the buttons 1 frame later after the menu closes, so that's good bomb timing. Let's see if you can get the right buffer.
It's the first frame on the 5th flash, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't it.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, if the gel jumps before you throw the bomb, you're actually really late.
Yeah, so I guess he was late on the bump. It didn't look like it, but it's hard to tell because you're trying to go for the first like 4 frames after the mold worm turns directly right.
People really hate this trick, by the way, me included.
Yeah, I don't want this trick either. It's part of the reason I don't run this game as much anymore.
I would run it, but not with this trick. No D to skip is actually kind of nice. It's a lot slower of course as well, but
Oh,
this looks good.
nice.
Yeah,
There we
got
go.
it. Nice.
GG. That was really good. So that's how it looks when you actually complete it. So
That
that'll bring us.
was 5th try, I think.
Yeah, I think so. 4th or 5th.
Yes. So we're on the dungeon 5 area now. A lot earlier than when we should be, and that has a lot of interesting effects. The main one being we can get Pegasus seeds a lot earlier, and they're gonna destroy the route.
Yeah, the best part about getting Pegasus seeds this early as well is we'll be able to upgrade our seed satchel early on and get 50 of every seed instead, which having 50 Pegasus seeds is super good for this run.
Definitely, you can basically just spam it. Okay, so he's gonna go get the bomb flower now. It's a little requirement you have to do before dungeon 5. It's just in the way, so it's pretty nice to get.
Yeah, might as well get it while you're here. Because you pretty much walk by it anyway. So this fight isn't too difficult.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's a recurrent fight in every TVC Zelda, right? I think it's in LADX.
I mean, there's a great Moblin in LADX, but he doesn't use bombs or anything, so... but yeah, this fight is a little more difficult than the Seasons one, because you got dudes throwing bombs at you as well on the side. So they throw it wherever you're standing when they throw, so you just wait till they throw and move out of the way and you never get hit. As long as you're throwing the big bomb at the big Moblin, you'll be fine.
It's pretty easy to fail, actually. It's not hard to fail the whole fight, I guess, but getting the perfect bomb tricks takes a little bit of time and practice.
You have to know when you're safe to throw and when you're not.
Marcus is gonna tell us here to go to dungeon 5.
It's a little early.
Yeah, we have to do some stuff, I guess, before.
Gonna have another hard trick coming up.
Yeah, with Pegasus Seeds you can actually sequence break the Dungeon 3 quest, even before we actually start it. He's gonna go to, I don't remember his name, the rope grave, basically.
Yeah.
This part, you are supposed to have moves and do a lot of stuff, but you can just bomb boost there.
Yeah, we don't need Pegasus seeds and bombs are good enough for us. So this trick's a little difficult. You gotta time the jump and be in a good position.
Oh,
not quite.
Maybe he was a little too far back?
He might have been a little too far back from the edge of the pit.
Yeah,
this might be okay. Oh no, still too far from the pit.
Compared to it escape, this is pretty easy, but it's
still a difficult trick. There we go. Oh no, he got pushed into the pit.
Really bad. Yeah.
So he's gonna have to continue from up top here again.
Doesn't lose too much time, but it looks bad. Oh, by the way, if you do this trick, Moose is actually dead and never get it.
Yeah. If the bad part about doing this trick is if you forget to buy Dimitri's flute, your game is done. Cause
soft lock.
Yeah, it automatically gives you moosh, and since we're sequence breaking like this, when you get mooshes or when you have moosh in the forest later in the game, if you try to talk to him, you actually can't talk to him, so the game's just soft locked.
We're hard gonna see it in a bit, hopefully. Offering it. Yeah, that should be it.
Nice, there we go.
Right. He's a little bit low on seats, but should be okay. He's gonna get the free refill anyway.
Yeah, it's not too far away. So first we're gonna get these flippers.
Oh, no.
Stuck on the blocks. So
You can squeeze between the blocks, but sometimes that happens. He's
Yeah.
gonna make sure he can get to.
there we go. Now we just need the rope, and then we can get out of here. Don't even have to go visit Chevelle.
We're gonna see Moose in a sec. You're gonna notice that he's not talking to us, and he's like just sitting there.
You also can't talk to him.
He's on the state that he has in the ghost cutscene, where you see him for the first time.
Yeah, and since there's no ghosts there to attack him, he can't really do the cutscene.
Wait, is this portal faster?
Yeah, this portal's faster.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah, this one's
Okay.
faster than going all the way to the Miku tree. Because you would just
apparently-
spawn like the screen right beside it there, right? So, and it's way faster to walk to that screen.
The stream seems to be down.
Uh-oh.
Okay, he's gonna visit this tree just to warp it to it later.
It's
It's
actually pretty
pretty
important.
Oh,
What is he doing?
I think he realized something is wrong.
There we go.
Probably
Spliced.
spliced. Okay, we have the rope, so we can go talk to Raft guy. Like he's gonna make a raft.
Let's hope for some pirate curse later.
Here's Ralph, by the way.
More useless chat by Ralph.
Ralph is basically 2 steps behind us all the time.
Sounds like there's some problems with stream. So there's nothing wrong with on Stanner's side, I don't think. I think it must be on the stream side.
Definitely.
Because yeah, we can
Okay.
still see everything that's going on.
Last hit. These equips look kinda bad. I don't know what he's doing. We're gonna meet another animal companion. This one actually talks.
Yeah, the worst animal companion in the game, I will say. See, that's another reason why season sucks.
Definitely. Dimitri is bad, but he's really fast. So I guess he's better than Ricky.
The reason I don't like Ricky is because he rolls RNG every time he walks. Or every time he hops while he's walking. Super uncool of him to roll RNG like that.
Yeah, we get his gloves from the beach. We don't really know why they are there.
His patented gloves, apparently.
You don't actually
his
have
patented
to.
jump.
You don't actually have to win his gloves on a very stupid minigame. So
True.
there's another point for ages.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with Blano.
Here's Tingle. He gives us the chart, and he also expands the seats actually if you have 3 seats or more,
Mhm.
which is pretty nice because we have 3 seats or more. You're not supposed to have so many. So you get a free refill of 50 seats.
Yeah. Having the upgrade is super nice. And yeah, the only reason we can do this is because we have the seed, because we have 3 different types of seeds already.
And now it's time for the possible pirate course.
Let's hope for some pirate curse.
If the pirates actually appear in the screen,
Yo,
yeah,
pirate curse!
the run is dead.
So it's RNG, well, it's kind of RNG if you see the pirates or not, because they just go all the way around this huge area and they, over multiple maps. So sometimes you see them, sometimes you don't. And we like to say that when you see them, it's a pirate curse. I don't know. Apparently, if you don't do D2 skip, it's bad. If you do D2 skip, it's good for you to see pirates.
Okay, so Tokai Island. It's a pretty cool place in a speedrun because it's really broken.
huge sequence breaks coming up. There used to be a different sequence break for this island, but now it's changed because we have better speed tech.
Yeah. So the normal order is getting the shovel here, then getting the sword here. We used to get a ring called expert ring, which lets you punch, and you can just get the sword first, and the game assumes you have a shovel, so you can get both shovel items really fast.
Yeah, unless you do.
And now we have something even better. Instead of 2 shovels, we have many shovels.
Yeah, the trick is also frame perfect that we're going to be seeing. So
But
another
it's easy.
frame perfect trick. It's not super hard because you can just repeat it over and over again. But yeah, it is a frame perfect input.
So the gimmick of this place is that the is the bracelet? Yeah. Bracelet and feather are taken by this tokai that lets you buy them with seeds. So you have to get the seeds, but first you have to get to the seeds and get a lot of items. So you can trade your shovel for one of those items, just one at a time, and you're supposed to trade each item many times and get the sand seeds, then buy both items and complete the thing. But we have many shovels, so we can get both.
So the first thing we need is the bombs. The bombs are very important for this trick.
You
So-
think bombs are not really broken in this game?
Bombs are so
Okay.
broken in this game. We use them for like so many tricks. It's pretty crazy. So
There's no Zelda games where bombs aren't broken.
yeah. So this trick we call collection delay, I guess. Pretty much after you get an item back from this guy, after the text box, for a few frames you can actually do inputs, and if you do it on the perfect frame, you can actually pick up your bomb, which by having the bomb in Link's hands, it won't let you pick up the item that he gives back to you. Instead, it just places it on the floor underneath you. So there,
Got
he
it.
did it, which dupes the item. So the guy thinks he still has the shovel because you don't have your one in your inventory. So he keeps trying to give it back to you. So he's just going to keep doing that to try to get more shovels on the ground.
Nice.
In order to trade, yeah, so you're going to want to trade shovels to get both items back, and then have one extra shovel to have your shovel back. So there we go.
You can do the shovels up to 10 actually, which is how many bombs you have. So this game has 10 times as many shovels as the other Oracle game. Get destroyed.
So many shovels.
Okay, so now we have every item needed basically. So you have to go pick the seeds, the flippers, and the harp.
This is the
Skipping
last
the
few
sensation
items that we
mark.
need. Yeah, so the main thing that glitch lets us skip is having to travel through time a bunch to plant a scent seed, as well as play a minigame to get that scent seed, so that you can get a scent seed tree in order to get actual scent seeds to trade for the bracelet. So skipping that allows us to skip a huge chunk of this island and get to Dungeon 3 even quicker.
You could actually soft lock by not getting senses here, but thankfully there's one type of bushes in Dungeon 3 that drop them for some reason.
Yeah, the respawnable bushes in Dungeon 3 for some reason don't actually check if you have a seed before it gives it to you. Every other bush and drop checks whether you have a seed before it can drop the seed, if it's able to drop it. But yeah, for some reason the respawnable ones don't, so we're gonna abuse that to get scent seeds in Dungeon 3.
So here's the harp. You're supposed to get here, then realize you need a shovel, and then do all the fetch quest stuff.
And luckily we duped a shovel, so now we have our shovel.
Yep, we can just go to Dungeon 3. Dungeon 3 is really nice in this route because you have Pegasus seeds where you are not supposed to have them. So it's really fast.
I think Dungeon 3 is probably the coolest dungeon in the run in terms of like tech. Just due to the
guess
RNG
so.
manip, as well
there's
as like the boss kill, doing the
There's
quick
a
boss kill.
really big money coming up, but first we need a small kill here.
Yeah, so we're gonna actually be doing an RNG manip that controls the entire dungeon, or well, the first half of the dungeon pretty much, controlling all the mob movements and everything.
Just for
If
one
he's
room.
able to pull it off. Yeah, all of that just for one room, just to make one room easier in this dungeon.
The infamous armor room that everybody who played this game knows about.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna hard reset here. And probably wait a little bit in the intro.
Maybe. Or he might just go for the slashes. You can do the slashes pretty quick. Slash pattern.
There we go. Now that Moldorm is there, he can just go. This one can actually mess the money, so hopefully,
That was good.
yeah,
Got
it's
the
still there.
diamond pattern.
Now he's gonna slash 2 times, and these ones
most
are gonna be in a perfect place.
The most important part is right here, getting this double hit. Nice.
It's not
That-
hard.
That part can screw you up though if you mistime the throw.
I guess so. This armor is gonna move to the left and then up, which is pretty nice. And here we're gonna... Yeah, he didn't jump.
Yeah, so the bunny didn't jump, so he had to slash.
So
As
far
he
so
was-
good.
Yeah, so far we're on
This-
pace.
This is the easy part of the money. We're coming up on the hard part that can actually mess it up.
You need really precise movement through 2 of the rooms coming up in a little bit after we go through the turnstile.
Let's see.
So far, so
Make it
good.
still up. We're gonna see if the money is completed on the next room after this. And it is.
Yeah, that should be good. Got the 2 gels. Nice. Okay. So he got the manip. As long as he doesn't mess up the Armos kills, he should be fine. So all of this was just so he could kill all 4 of these Armos with 3 bombs.
This is actually incredibly good because if you mess
Ooh, he messed
he
it
didn't get
up.
the last- Yeah, we get a little taste of what happens if you don't get the money.
Yeah,
You have to
this is
suffer.
why we do the manip.
Oh no.
These guys suck. Oh, he's gonna try to get Scent Seed effect from the mystery seeds.
Yeah, we can. You can actually just spam this and damage them. Mr. Seeds basically just have a random effect,
Oh my god, that was so unlucky.
but here the send Pegasus Seed drop, so
that's pretty
nice.
So yeah, mystery seeds can do the effects of any other seed randomly. So he just was hoping it would do a Scent Seed effect.
He's kind of low on health. This is a little bit scary.
Yeah, that's another thing about D2 skip. You don't get the extra heart from Dungeon 2, so you only have 4 hearts in this dungeon.
He's really low on rupees, so I guess he's gonna get the chest.
He might. He only needs 11 more rupees in this whole run, so
10.
10 now.
Yeah. You can get a 30 rupee chest in that room. It's a small backup if you don't have enough rupees.
You can also wait until like right near the end for the mini games because that 100 rupee chest before the bomb mini game and stuff is really
Okay.
easy to grab.
So this is Sitsudon. You can shoot seeds.
super useful. You can angle the shooter, or just shoot straight. Can use to break some crystals here.
In an old route, you could only get out of the toilet warp that we saw a little bit earlier with Seed Shooter. So yeah, we had to go to this dungeon before doing it. But with the D2 skip route, you can just manipulate.
Nice little swag shot there.
Which is actually faster. So all this was just done to drop the spinner to the lower floor. Oh yeah, shoutouts to the most used item in Oracle of Seasons, the triple slingshot. Great game design, Nintendo.
They don't even get it anymore. Okay, so this big boss is pretty easy.
And
You're
you
just
can
gonna
drop fast, so
dig them up
Very nice
and then
now.
kill them. Yeah.
it's kind of RNG, but you don't really lose that much time.
Ooh,
It used to be
triple
possible
cycle.
to one cycle him, but not
Yeah,
anymore.
when we had the punch ring.
And here we're hoping for good RNG. Good RNG, nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Moldoms can spawn on the other of the room and you can't actually reach them.
Mhm. You gotta re-enter the room to hope for better RNG.
And I'm just gonna go all the way around and farm for the sense seed as we said earlier.
Hopefully he gets it on the first slash. Nope.
You usually get it pretty fast.
He's gonna
once
wait for
lost-
the double slash or the double bush.
Yeah, I once lost 2 minutes to farming the sense seed in this dungeon.
Wow, that's
It was
actually pretty
pretty good.
crazy.
Oh, here comes a pretty cool jump. It's really easy with the Pegasus seeds, but you can actually do it without them.
It's a little bit of a
Wow.
sequence break, but all it really does is like save you like 2 screens or something.
Still, one of the benefits of doing this with Pegasus seeds, the jump becomes completely free. Oh, that enemy position.
Oh yeah, that P-hat was not in a good position. Oh, want to get a little bit closer to the pit there. There we go.
Wow. You got it
P-hat's
again.
really being mean. Is he gonna grab some extra hearts? Yeah.
Yeah, just in case. I would also do that. So here's Shadow.
Shadow
Cat?
hit. Yep.
Yeah. You can one cycle her. Well, it's
Mm.
actually a 2 cycle.
Yeah.
technically. She
Yeah.
drops a lot of seeds, so it's pretty nice. You can actually get some Pegasus seed drops.
Good first cycle.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, and he didn't get the extra teleport, so that's
Oh,
nice.
nice. Yeah, that's still a quick fight because he didn't get the split shadows.
It's kind of hard to time that. You have to shoot right as he appears, or she actually.
Yeah. Then you need a gap between 2 of the shots.
Yeah, you
In
can
timing.
actually spam it.
Yeah, if you spam it, it won't work, and if you have a gap between 2 of the shots, then it won't work. So it's kind of a tight timing, but it's not too bad when you practice it, to be honest. The reason you soft lock without Sense Seeds is you need them in Dungeon 6 in order to beat it.
This run in a nutshell. You need it in Dungeon 6 to beat it. Basically, all the run is preparation for Dungeon 6.
Yeah, literally everything we're doing is just to get through Dungeon 6 so we can get the final harp song.
Oh, here's Dimitri, the worst companion animal, but also the fastest.
I mean,
So, we're coming to the animal section, I guess.
hmm.
Many people don't notice it when playing casually through this. You can actually get every enemy companion if you just go to the area. You get Mush, but you can buy this food here for 150, and then you get Dimitri, which is the fastest. So that's what we do. And you can also play the baseball minigame and get Ricky, but that's incredibly slow.
Yeah, it takes a long time to beat that game. Yeah, so as soon as you get past this section right here, it locks in whatever choice you've made. I mean, by buying the flute, you've already locked in your choice, but if you don't buy the flute, and you get to this screen coming up right here with the water before the bridge guy, if you get to that screen, then your animal companion choice is selected, and if you see a bunch of pits, it means you forgot to buy the flute and you're stuck with Moosh and your game is hard locked.
That's why you named your tune of currents played by the flute.
That's a good idea, actually. Buzz blobs being buzz blobs.
That's what I did for many years. Alright, so Dimitri is trapped in this forest, and we can just go and rescue him. The fairies are really dumb, so they randomized it again, but it's the same path.
Yeah, it's the same one. Easy pattern, just up, down, up.
Okay, so Dimitri is the fastest for one and only one reason, other than you don't have to do too much on his section, but you can actually carry him.
Plus, his section is just so much easier. It's just linear to get to all the dudes that you need to get to, unlike Moosh and Ricky, where you have to go around and then backtrack a bunch.
Will he get the Dimitri? Nah, he didn't go for it. The Dimitri clip on this part.
That would be bad.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it, but I actually clipped through the guy there with Dimitri. There's a highlight of that in my channel. No one has been able to reproduce it, not even with touch tools.
It's so weird.
I'm putting a bounty on it at some point. Yeah, so this is just go straight to them.
Hopefully he doesn't get shot by the flowers.
He got shot.
It wasn't a bad shot, though. It slows you down a bit, but... Yeah, I don't think Dimitri Clip would be useful anywhere, though. Even if we knew how to do it.
Okay, so all this is just to get to Symmetry Town? Symmetry City, actually? Is it city?
Yeah, Symmetry City, yeah.
It has the Gale seats, so they are really nice to work out.
It's also very important you don't visit the top left screen in the present.
For a final trick, for some reason if you visit that section on the present, you can't actually do the last trick.
Well, you can, you just don't get the glitch ring box.
Okay. That shows how much I have actually done that.
The one under the underwater screen in the palace is the one that stops you from doing the trick, I believe.
Okay, so there are two twins there that you're supposed to talk to. You can just visit one and talk to the other. It's more time safe.
And you don't have to talk to the first one.
The thing about Symmetry City is they have something really weird keeping the balance, which is the tuning nut. It broke, so we have to go repair it.
Even the tuning nut has symmetry with its palindrome name.
Oh, okay, he got away.
Nice. Oh, the river's aura though.
Yeah, he's gonna go through this tunnel to meet some weird guy that looks like Mozart and get the Song of Currents.
And now we gotta sit through this cutscene and listen to his sweet jams.
You can actually mash the harp again and play the song again infinitely. Don't do that, please. Just like that. Tune of currents. And save our route.
Easy.
And now we go to restore the tuning ad, which
Yeah.
is kind of a long section, and you can actually die there. So hopefully that won't happen.
Yeah, he's only got two hearts and 3/4. Man, it's really awkward to have quarter hearts. But anyways, yeah, this section's pretty cool. For anybody that's casualed the game and has had to do the little mini game with Patch when he fixes the tuning nut or fixes the level 2 sword.
Hardest minigame in the run, right?
Yeah, until you learn the speedrun strats.
Yeah, they are. That minigame is not really a challenge. You're gonna see why. For now, he has to do some time travel stuff.
Just lots of back and forth with the harp, getting you used to using the new song. It's like the second song's tutorial, pretty much.
But you only use it twice.
Yeah, but it helps you understand how it works, at least casually.
I guess so. You can actually play the song a little too early, and that's
I've
it.
done that in a run. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to let the seeds settle in place, otherwise it'll spawn underneath you ungrown. And you gotta go back through time and do it again.
You actually go back immediately. The game checks for collision when you do that, and if you can't actually stand there, it just sends you back.
Yeah. D4 definitely has the best music. It's probably my favorite dungeon in this run.
Okay, no hits.
Yeah, so
Didn't
far
get
so
hit
good.
even once. This part, well, he's being kind of safe. These
Yeah.
parts are really scary with so many enemies.
Let's see how he does going up the wall. Shouldn't be too much of a challenge. It's pretty,
Not gonna lie to
pretty,
this.
yeah.
Sometimes you get here with half a heart, and this part is really scary. But
Mhm.
he has plenty of health.
Is he gonna get any extra health here? Probably not, because he's crazy.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay, so here's the restoration minigame. Hardest part of your childhood.
Yeah. Until you learn this strat, you just stand in a corner and jump on one dude's head, and they all just pile underneath you.
Actually, kind of slow. You're supposed to try to kill them one by one and hit the button to make the minecart not hit the tuning nut. But
Yeah.
yeah, you can just do that.
No health refill. Playing it dangerous for D4.
You have a fairy on D4, so I guess he's banking
Yeah.
on that.
As long as he doesn't have trouble with the long jump.
So he places the tuning nut, so symmetricity in the present is now great, and nothing
Yeah.
is bad.
All restored.
You can just go to dungeon 4, which is completely fucked up, exactly like past
The
symmetricity.
volcano.
Ooh, being a little too safe. He's trying to get a heart, I guess. Not working out. Ooh.
Okay, he's okay for now. Is he gonna kill all the mobs in the puzzle room?
I guess so.
Probably. It'd be probably a little dangerous.
No hard drops.
Wow, that's some bad RNG on hard drops. Puzzle's pretty easy once you learn the pattern.
And then save warp.
I guess
Then
that's the it's like
Go ahead.
that's like the theme of this game. Puzzles are easy when you know how to do them.
Yeah. Coming ahead. Oh, ahead rather. Is a pretty nice jump that he got. Right.
Nice first try.
That jump can really throw you. It's kind of hard to learn.
Oh my gosh, all the Stalfos right in the way.
People are actually stressing this. Dungeon 7 is Jabu Jabu, and it's the worst dungeon in the game.
I actually like Jabu Jabu's music, and I
Yeah,
kind of
Jabu
like.
Jabu's music is the best in the game actually. Really underrated.
I don't mind the dungeon that much. I actually hate D6 more than Jabu. But, I mean, I just hate D6 because of the speedrun, so.
We all do. This dungeon is pretty hard to do optimally, especially with this low health.
Oh man, that keys is scaring me.
Yay, hard.
Ooh, heart. Usually these Stalfos coming up drop a lot of hearts too. Wow, another heart from the keys.
We in there.
He's got all the hearts
Hopefully
too.
he won't get trolled in this room.
Oh yeah,
He-
good RNG there. Wow. Hopefully no gel in the, or no Zol in the puzzle. I hate when the Zol spawns in the puzzle and you have to bring out your sword.
Yeah, that puzzle is really hard to do optimally, and if you get the soul in there, it's even harder.
Yeah. Luckily he's got lots of HP. If you have like half a heart on this minecart, it's actually possible to die when you jump out of the cart if you get really bad RNG from the ropes.
There's a really nice shot.
Yeah, really quick shot.
It's kind of hard to line up, actually.
Mhm.
It's super easy to fail. And just open the path for the minecart and hop in.
I don't know if he's even gonna grab the fairy.
Probably not.
He's got a lot of HP, and he should be okay.
Really good pattern there. You
Yeah.
have to snipe those guys, and they sometimes control you. and
Yeah, if
touch
you
on
miss
your-
them, it really sucks because you don't want to have to take the cart back.
Also, these platforms are really bad. Their collision is impossible to
Super
get.
sketchy.
Another optimization there, jumping on the ledge so he doesn't activate the first thing, color thing. What do you even call those?
Color
don't know.
pad. I don't know. I just call them color pads. Yeah. Now we get to go fight the mini boss, which is super easy because his fight is completely scripted. If you move in the same way every time.
Yeah, the fight looks hard and RNG, but it's not really. You
Yeah,
just do the same thing every time, and it's pretty lenient as well.
that's pretty easy. You just walk straight through. Then you just stand in this one tile square here, and then you just mirror the same position, and he dies every time, or gets hit every time.
And then you just do that. He's gonna get the fairy apparently. Wow. Try
That's
to
your
dodge it.
control.
And the only reason we enter this dungeon is to get the switch hook, which is necessary to complete dungeon 6.
Yeah, so we won't be finishing Dungeon 4 completely. Or Dungeon 5.
Dungeon 5 is actually kind of a joke in this one.
Mhm. The worst part is, like, you don't even need, like, you only need the Cane of Samoria for 2 rooms in the entire run.
And you technically only need the switch hook for 1.
Yeah, like, these 2 items we're getting are just so we can do, like, a few rooms in
Well,
Dungeon 6.
you actually need the switch hook for Baron, so I said nothing.
Yeah, you need it for swapping with her Ambi
Not
or
Ambi, but
Nehru.
Nairo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he drops here. He will get the PS seats, obviously, but not now.
It's faster to get them later because you have to walk to the right to grab them, and he'll be walking to the right when he goes back to the tree in a few moments.
Yeah, you have
Small
the bomb flower
optimization.
here. You have the bomb flower here, so you can just go and put it to get the Dungeon 5 key. And I hope you really like Dungeon 5 in this game, because you're gonna see a lot of it. It has a pretty unique boss, actually. I really like that. But we don't
Yeah,
fight
it's too
it.
bad we don't get to fight the boss.
It's like a puzzle boss, I guess. There are no bosses in Zelda like him.
The speedrun strat, they used to do D5 before we had the final skip, but the strat was actually not that hard.
Yeah,
Look,
it's a puzzle.
from what I've seen. Yeah,
If you
it's
know
just
how a
puzzle.
puzzle works, you
Yeah.
can just do it.
Ooh, nice jump.
Yeah, pretty precise jumps.
Yeah. But we're already at Dungeon 5, super easy to get to. Now we get to see how tough Dungeon 5 is.
Yeah, the good thing about Dungeon 5 is that you get the item for it really fast, because you need for many rooms. The dungeon is actually planned like that. You get the item really fast, and then you use it a lot.
Yeah, so we get the first key, which is the fastest key we can get. And it's faster for us to walk back here than to save and quit, just because you'd have to deal with those 3 moblins again in the first room or whatever. And they're not so fun to deal with.
This next room is actually pretty hard to do optimally. The one in the stairs.
Yeah, see if you
Yeah.
can get this in one cycle.
Nice. You can
Really
actually
good.
shoot when there's another seat in the screen, so you have to get the timing really precisely if you want to do that.
Another easy puzzle.
And we're done. Goodbye,
That-
Dungeon 5.
That's Dungeon 5. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope no one is sad.
And the Dungeon 6 area is pretty much next to it, so that's pretty nice for routing.
Yeah,
But it's
except we have
actually-
to go through a bunch of mini games.
It's actually faster to do this. It's a small text work, kind of recent. You can just do this. You warp through time, so it's faster. Actually, that was the exact same cave as D2 Skip, except there are Gorons now.
Hmm.
So, Dungeon 6 area. Everybody loves this part.
I actually love Goron dancing, even though most
I-
people hate it.
I don't. I really hate it. Yeah, you can actually start spamming Resident Sleeper now. Or maybe after Goron Dance. So, we're entering the minigame rush. Starting with this. Best minigame in any Zelda game.
So yeah, you need to get 6 dances to pass out of 8. So it's actually fastest to fail 2 dances on purpose. Usually you try to fail like longer dances, but sometimes you don't know if you're gonna get a longer dance than what you got already. Unless
Yeah,
you get one of the
they're like-
longest dances.
There are like 3 really long dances that you just skip, like this
Mhm.
one.
Yeah, you can fail it on
Okay.
purpose. Some people
Yeah.
just go for 6 in a row just so, in case they would to give them buffer room in case they accidentally mess up like that.
Excuse me, someone is saying that Super Russian dancing is better than this? Excuse me? What do you get in Super Russian dancing? Nothing useful. Oh,
Yes.
wait, Harp. What do you get? A boomerang? What are you gonna use the boomerang for?
Yeah, I love that you
Stunning
don't even do
enemies?
Subrosion dancing in
Exactly.
seasons. That's how
One of
useless.
the, one of the many reasons Seasons is an inferior game because you don't have to do Super Russian dancing. Okay, so here's one of the screens you need the switch hook for. Highlight. So it's 2 rooms, as in
Yeah,
this,
3.
one in D6, and then the Nairo fight.
First, we'll get to do the bomb minigame.
No, first we
Or
have
no,
the
not the bomb
minecart
minigame.
one.
We got the minecart one, the one that I hate the most.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to fail if you are
Yeah.
not paying attention. Also, it's really easy to redo it in accent. It's important to note that we have right enough rupees to do every minigame, and if you fail any of them and don't have enough rupees, you have a backup, but of course it's low.
Yeah, there's only one rupee that's annoying in this spot, and it's this angled one, but as long as you don't miss any rupees, this minigame's not too bad.
And you get a delicious steak for it, or brisket.
Rock
rather.
brisket. Oh, that's what they call it.
There are many random Goron items that you get in this part.
Now I get to go through time and do another minigame. I've forgotten to do this minigame sometimes, where I'm like, oh look, it's time to go jump down and do some trading with some Gorons, and then I forget the lava juice.
Yeah, it's the same as the town minigame. It's that you only need 100 points, so you just wait for the angel to be in the right path.
If you get a blue angel and a blue block, it gives you enough points to beat the game, so you can just like not hit anything until that pops up, and then after it pops up, you want to slash downwards so you get 0 points for missing blocks, which you'll see here. The reason you want to hit it down instead of just keep hitting straight up the entire game is it saves text boxes to shoot it down.
It's actually kind of easy to fail the wall hit, so most of the time I just do the minigame as normal.
Yeah, you can actually just beat the minigame by just slashing up straight the entire time, and you'll always get more than 100 points.
This tree is kind of important for later.
You know,
The
even
no
more
day
than
to
that.
skip run gets to this tree and then warps to the past, or the present rather. But this route has to go through it like that. So here's a small time paradox. You trade some items in a weird sequence that makes it so you get this Goron base from an ancestor, and then you go to the ancestor and give him the base.
Yeah, you give his ancestor's base so he can give it to you in the present.
Bootstrap paradoxes are really nice, I guess. And you get
I'm just thankful it doesn't break the game, you know?
you get a monster, basically, an energy drink.
It's like a which came first, the chicken or the egg situation, you know?
Yeah, that's a bootstrap paradox. So, technically, last minigame, except Goron Dance round 2.
Yeah, you gotta do another round of Goron dancing after this.
So, this Goron is really tired, so you give him the energy drink, and he lets you do this minigame for free, which is nice.
Yeah, luckily, because we don't have enough points to do his game and the Goron dancing. Yeah, he's
It's
just
pretty
gonna
easy.
chuck bombs at you. You just gotta avoid them. It gets faster. I mean, sometimes you fail this game once in a while, but oh, so close. Wow.
Oh my god. Oh.
Wow, that was so sketchy.
That was a really weird pattern.
Yeah.
He was shooting ahead of him. I've never seen that. He usually just trails you with bombs, so you just go in a circle.
That
for
was
a while.
super close. Oh, some sick dodges by Stanner there.
Okay, finally you get the letter of recommendation here, because he says you have a key that looks like the one the Goron Elder has. So you have to go and win the key in another round of dancing.
We're going on dancing. Another 6 out of 8 needed.
Dance with us, chat.
Those dance emotes.
Yeah, there's actually another round of dancing you can do. I don't remember what the reward, but it's not necessary, so we just skip it. In Hando, you probably do it. Shout out to
Probably.
Oracle's Hando.
You don't ever run Hundo, because you gotta run both games, like, well, you run seasons twice, and it's a 10 well, yeah, around 10-hour run. Not fun.
Which is about 4 hours of just RNG money to get rings.
Yeah.
Okay, so he gets the key, and now we can go to Dungeon 6. Which
Finally.
in theory is a pretty nice run. Or dungeon. What are words? It's supposed to be on the past and the present at the same time. It's pretty nice. But it's also the scariest dungeon in the run.
Yeah, it's a cool little thing about Dungeon 6 is you do it in the past and the present. Because the past changes the present.
Oh, actually, pretty nice.
Oh, you hit the keys. Nice. Where's the other keys? There he is.
Those candles can really destroy you. They are really scary. If they hit you, they will probably hit you again.
Mm. So
And
this
they-
room that he's in right now, in the not this one, but in the present, is actually where you need seeds, scent seeds.
And this one coming up is the one you need King of Samaria in. Ooh,
Yeah, this room
is low.
sucks. This Wizrobe
This
is a
room is-
total jerk,
This
and the
is
room after
really,
this
really
sucks
bad,
too.
But that one you can actually manipulate.
Yeah, well, the Wizrobe can still be a jerk in that room, but
Oh my god.
yo, this
That
Wizrobe
Wizrobe.
is being a real jerk. Oh my gosh. There we go.
Okay, so this room can be manipulated so the wall masters don't actually grab you. Which is pretty nice.
Wizrobe's being a bit of a jerk, but
And
now he's
then
gonna
you
want to
get
get grabbed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you only need to open that so that it's open in the present.
Getting grabbed is quicker than save and quitting. If he would have been lower on health, he could have also death warped. But
If I was him, I would death warp after this room. Or after. Oh my god. That candle was going for blood. Oh no.
oh, that was scary, dude. He might want to death warp here after he finishes this puzzle, actually,
Yeah,
instead of save and
definitely.
quitting.
Definitely.
That's what I would do.
You get 3 hearts, so it's worth it.
Yeah, we'll see if he.
There are
Thinks
no
about
health
it.
refills.
Okay,
He
good.
thought about it.
Yeah. So he's gonna death warp here because having a quarter heart of health, it's not so fun.
2000 IQ.
Oh yeah,
Big brain. Oh yeah, he's going for the money.
RNG minute.
Kind of
did.
new money.
So death warping kind of sucked there, but yeah, he's gonna go for the Vire manip here. just in order to make the mini boss coming up a little easier. This is a minute I haven't touched at all yet, but it looks really cool.
It's actually really nice because Bayer, the mid boss in this dungeon, is a really big jerk. And if you run out of bombs, you are basically dead.
He only has one bomb too.
Yeah, so this will be pretty nice if you can get it. Ooh.
Oh, missed jump. That's fine.
Failing
now.
that jump is really bad because you have to wait for a seed.
Yeah, but it doesn't ruin the RNG minute because there's no mobs in that room. So this is the room where you need Sense Seeds because there's no way to get past those blocks and kill those ropes without Sense Seeds.
So he's gonna shoot and then change just to jump here and then hopefully get this jump. Yeah.
Nice. Getting past the hands, don't want to get grabbed by them. So this part's pretty cool right here.
Yeah, thanks to the manip you can just do this.
Nice one. It's faster than going through all the other turnstiles repeatedly.
Yeah, you would normally just go through all the spinners. But that's obviously faster and very nice.
Can't waste time getting extra hearts this way though, from the top pot, otherwise you'll mess up the RNG minute.
And then we're coming up on the Bayer fight that hopefully will be just
that
as planned.
RNG looked weird from the video I've seen, but I don't know, we'll see. It doesn't really matter because he needs to get that right RNG there anyways with the sword slashes,
So Bayer can charge you or go in circles around you, and with this manip he's gonna charge every time. He's the fastest, obviously.
Yeah, one more spin slash.
Right.
Really good in fire minute.
And now he's gonna try to set up for the bomb, I think.
Yeah, he wants that fairy though.
Yeah, he is in a correct position to do this fast. Great job.
Nice. Now we get the best, my favorite item in the game, the Mermaid Suit. I just love the Mermaid Suit movement in this game. I don't know.
It's pretty nice.
It's weird when you first do it, but like when you're doing a speedrun, for some reason it feels really precise. At least for me. If you do quick inputs.
Mermaid Suit just lets you go as fast as you can match the directions. Instead of using A to swim faster, you just match directions. I used to run this with a GameCube controller actually, and my swimming was pretty weird and janky because I tried to do it like, I don't know if you're familiar with Smash DI from Smash. I don't know,
No.
You just mash the control stick 2 notches. Oh, this is complete RNG. You can get the first one. The second one.
Yo,
nice.
Best RNG possible.
Yeah,
So,
first pull always fails, and then it's 50-50.
It doesn't matter which one you pull either. It's just 50-50. Well, it's not 50-50. It's like I can't remember the exact percentage chance, but yeah. It's bad RNG. Super annoying RNG.
Now the scary part of Dungeon 6 is done. Except for this room again.
Be nice, candles.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Yeah, that was good. You shouldn't need the death warp coming up either.
Mermaid Suit lets you swim in these parts underwater, on deep water. It's basically the only reason you actually need the item. And then you're supposed to use it to go to the Zora area and then do Jabu Jabu.
Yeah, except we don't need to do that.
Exactly. This is the last dungeon in the game.
Good RNG from the stupid jellyfish. Sometimes they can be really annoying in your way. Shoutouts to fire underwater, by the way.
Classic Nintendo logic.
Yeah.
Straight from Mario. He got hit a lot, but wait, this kid.
He's gonna go for a death warp.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was worth it to get like a heart and a half extra for that much time, but
Probably doesn't want
safety
to
strats.
take any chances.
yeah.
Seeing how the wish robe.
Oh yeah, the whiz robe's coming up, so he could just troll him like last time. He'll also get a heart in this room with the whiz robe, but
Yep, he's throwing.
oh
all
my
right.
god, this whiz robe, dude. Well, it's a good thing he death warped there, because he would have died.
Oh my god. Shoutouts to Young
There's the
Wizzy.
heart. Ooh, that was close.
And then this room again, which can be manipulated, so shouldn't be a problem. Instead, the wish robe is in the way. Okay.
He's going for the kills. He's being safe. He doesn't need to grab that heart because there's a fairy refill right here.
There are some pots with nice items here, so
Yeah,
just grab
get
them.
that fairy refill.
And then we're gonna come to the only room you need the switch hook for.
At least in Dungeon 6.
And the second screen technically in the game. It's a puzzle, but of course, if you know the solution, it doesn't really matter.
The solution's also really cool because you make this diamond pattern that you're gonna see him building here. It's just a generally cool solve, which happens to be the fastest.
Who from the Oracle community is going to make spinner fidget spinners? What the hell? No.
It means like the turnstiles into
I
a
got it, but
That'd be
we will never do
hilarious.
that. We're not that bad.
Yeah, we're not a fidget spinner community.
We just trash talk the other game. We don't do that many memes.
Yeah. The switch hook's a pretty cool take on the usual Zelda hookshot, where this time, since it's got switch hook, it switches you with whatever item you grab instead of pulling you towards it. Let's see
Switch
how.
hook is pretty nice, definitely. You know, wait, I may be wrong on this. You know what game doesn't have switch hook?
Mm,
I'm probably wrong. Seasons.
oh no, it doesn't.
Yay. So there's another point for ages. We
See
don't
if
have the triple
Sttaner
thing.
can get the quick cycle here. He wants to kill this guy before he can go underwater again.
It's actually pretty hard with this route. Oh, nice. You got it.
Nice. And he's gonna skip the heart because he's got enough health.
Yeah, usually skip that hard container. You don't really need that much health for the rest of the run.
Yeah, this is all the health we're getting for the rest of the run.
It can actually be pretty scary. If you fail a small thing at the end, you may die, but it's not really that bad. Okay, so Dungeon 6 is the trigger for the Nairo fight on the palace. It's the only reason we have to complete it, and it's the only reason we have to go to Dungeon 5 and Dungeon 4 to get the items. Everything just works that way. Coming up is a pretty bad trick. I really hate it. It's car skip.
I don't know. I think it's a cool trick, but yeah. Pretty much, he has to get lined up in the middle here. He's off by a pixel right now.
You can get the position. Hello? Oh, there
Come
we
on,
go.
there we go. Okay, so he's gonna drop a seed here on the right timing and then just run past these guards and they can't catch him.
And then he's gonna go to a specific room underwater here. You have to visit that room for the final trick to work. You can do it on the surface or underwater, and underwater is
It counts
pretty
as the same
faster.
screen.
There are no guards in this section, so it's faster to go through.
So yeah, he just gets to that screen and save and quits. You just have to visit the screen for the warp, for the final trick to work.
And these are some guards. They are really slow, so we just run
Walk
past
right
them.
through them.
And it's time to beat up the waifu.
Let's hope for some good RNG from this.
Yeah, this Nairo fight, she's gonna teleport and hopefully give a good pattern. There we go. She can just keep teleporting forever or stop an attack. We want to get the attack, so we can do that.
Hoping for 3 cycle, but
Nice.
nice.
Shout out to Nairo manipulation. It doesn't work. Yo, 3 cycle.
Nice. That was really good.
So we have to beat this fight to get the third song, which is necessary for the final trick, and it's the only reason we have to go through all that.
Now Ambi gets taken over.
And Nairo apparently can teleport us out of this for some reason. Also Ralph. Hi.
Ralph a few steps behind us again. Nehru's OP, man. Can she just like give us her powers?
For some reason the waifu 3 blasts here. By the way. And everybody's safe.
The waifu tree is just happy to see Link again, you know?
I guess. Also, one of the monkeys is gonna get a bow for some reason.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like the one monkey just comes back with a bow, but they never had it at the beginning. Also, that red monkey's a little weird.
Guy with a bow. So yeah, Nairo is gonna give us the Tune of Ages, which lets us just warp through time as much as we want. And then the waifu 3 is gonna tell us, oh, first we have Twin Roba. Hi, Twin Roba.
Which we don't actually get to fight in this run.
Exactly. So the 3 is gonna tell us, hey, go to Shabu Shabu. And we're gonna dip from that and just go do our own thing. So it's time for the final trick.
Oh man, let's hope it goes well. This trick is really volatile and can crash the game. So if that happens, it's gonna suck, and you'll just have to retry it. But it wastes like a minute.
Shoutouts to the GIF of Sttaner crashing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sttaner has had multiple runs on world record pace,
Oh my god.
and they've all crashed to Varan Warp.
Yeah, this is Varan Warp. As you can
Yeah.
guess from the name, we warp to Varan. There are many things about this trick that could be explained, but we're just gonna let it speak for itself.
Yeah, I mean, first you have this. Oh, he's doing the different setup for the text warp here. Trying to get a
first, the
pixel
text
position.
here to some plates.
Then you gotta have harp on A. Well, you can have multiple items on A, but
But you need help.
it's gotta be harp bombs or I think there's another item. I can't remember. But yeah, and then you
also-
need fire seeds in your seed shooter.
It's pretty important for some reason. If you don't have fire seeds there, you are basically done.
Hmm.
Now he's gonna go up, get in a specific position, open the map, and select the tile. That's gonna have an interesting effect, and we crashed.
Oh, we got a
Oh,
crash.
no.
It looked like it worked for a second because he got the purple cursor, but then the sound froze.
Yeah, you can get many different crashes. And he got one that looks kinda good, but doesn't really work. So yeah, Baron Warp is just like that. It likes to crash for no reason at all. There are many superstitions about that. I remember when I was learning the game that we thought the color of our portal in the same screen was the thing causing the
Yeah.
crashes.
I'd be superstitious about his setup because I don't like how he sets up the pixel on the screen already. I set it up after you warp.
I also do that. So yeah, basically you have to pray to the giant X and hopefully
Pray to X warp.
pray RNG in chat, please. Okay, second try. Are we getting it? We got it with a
Nice.
So that basically is spawn Baron, and he does that and high Baron.
There, we're in the final fight. GG.
Also, he has a lot of rings,
Yeah, glitch ring box, level 15 ring box, I think it is.
and that's it.
Oh god, yo,
Oh.
he
He
played
got
the
messed
harp. He's trolling.
The VM.
He got the kill. The run's technically over.
Perfect RNG,
But
and
he's-
he's
Technically, it's not time because he's playing this harp.
yeah. Until Baron says she dies, this is not time.
The run
Oh my
ends when the
God.
text box appears. He's just trolling now.
That's great. Yeah, that's time.
That's time.
GG. Oh my god. That was nice to end the run.
What a troll.
Are we gonna play the credits? That's an important question. Because the credit music can get messed up a lot.
Oh yeah, Varan Warp can mess up the credit music. It's pretty funny when it happens. Sometimes it just gets out of sync, and then sometimes it goes completely wonky.
Sometimes it plays 3 songs at the same time. And sometimes it has no music, which is, in my opinion, the hypest one.
Yeah.
You just get this. What?
We'll see if it actually happens. It might not even happen. Sometimes the credits don't mess up, which isn't as cool, but
It seems like we have normal credits, unfortunately.
I've had it mess up like halfway through the credits before, but
Yeah, Baron Warp is a completely random trick. It sometimes has effects that we can't even predict. It messes a lot with the game's memory, so a lot of things happen. Also, if you die to Baran there, you can't actually complete the game technically, or you have completed it already. In the credits, they put a statue of you right next to the Mako tree, and you can actually go to the Mako tree and see the statue. So if you die to Baran, you get warped to Mako tree, and there's a statue there. You technically have beaten the game and have to do a complete different setup just to actually get to Baron again. I don't know the setup, by the way. I should learn it someday. Shoutouts to the great Ambi sprite there.
yeah, her face looks real impressive.
And here's to Nrova. Okay, are we getting bad music? I mean, extremely good music. Sounds pretty normal.
It sounds like normal music. Feels bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're getting normal music, no hype. Other than D2 Escape and Grave Jam, this run was actually pretty good. It got a lot of troll, but I guess that's a marathon run for you.
Yeah.
It was entertaining, so that's what matters.
Hopefully everybody enjoyed that run.
It was really fun. I really enjoyed watching it.
Did you enjoy it more than Oracle of Seasons?
Oh wow.
The
They were both
rivalry
pretty
is
good.
real.
Reminder that Oracle of Seasons has one glitch that is Japanese exclusive and one thing that isn't really a glitch, and that's it.
Ages is definitely more
Literally
glitchy.
nothing
Yeah.
good. Literally nothing good about Seasons.
Confirmed age is better than seasons. That's all.
Small trivia fact, by the way. I bet that if I didn't get a good run on Unlimited Worlds earlier this weekend, I would talk good about Seasons. And I had a list of good things about Seasons prepared just in case. But no. I can actually just shit talk Seasons all the time. There's a statue, as I said. They put it there, and the waifu tree gets even more infatuated with Link.
Thank you, Tanner,
Yo,
a lot
Zelda's
for the
still
run.
Yopi.
That was really great. Very enjoyable. Really good time, and you nailed all the glitches, so thank you a lot.
What time was it actually?
1 hour, 41 minutes, and 29 seconds.
Damn. It might be by 9 seconds.
Really nice under the
9,
estimate, so
9
it's
seconds.
good.
No, 9 minutes.
Alright, up next we
Alright,
have